Well, hello, and welcome to Leading Ladies, Leaving Legacies every Wednesday night. So, what are we going to talk about tonight? We're going to talk about something that's major, absolutely paramount, important for everyone, and that's color. But we're going to talk about it in all of its realms. We're going to talk and cover everything. Our guest tonight, our featured guest tonight, is going to share with us a lot about color. I am Joy Ruffin. I am your style and leadership coach, signature style specialist. Women who want to amp up their wow factor, they come to me because I support them. I engage them in the possibilities of knowing that they don't have to struggle anymore. We get all the tips and the tools and the nuggets that they need so that they have the style, the presence, and the confidence that they want. But we're not talking about that tonight. We're going to talk about something that's part of it, though. We're going to talk about color. So before we go any further, let me just say welcome. Thank you for being here. It's always great to see you. But I want you to meet our guest tonight. I met this woman some time ago, and let me tell you, you already know that every woman for me is beyond special. This lady is a color specialist and so much more. Valentina, she helped me to pronounce her last name, Shira Solo, but she'll pronounce it for you the right way. She's a real Italian, and I'm going to ask you to help me to welcome her. And my clicker has its own personality, and there it goes. Hello, Valentina. Help me again with that last name. I think I did a good job with it.
You did. It's very, very close, but you did a good job, better than many other people. It is Chirasola.
Chirasola. You know, when you say it with me, I can say it Chirasola, and it sounds
yes,
so.
Exactly.
Thank you for being here. You know,
thank you.
Work that you're doing. Thank you, my love. The work that you're doing is so stupendous in so many ways because color is major. And you are doing color in all of its different ramifications in the home and what we wear and nature and all of that. We're going to talk about that. But first, give us a little bit about you and your background and how you came to do this wonderful work that you're doing now.
Well, my background is has been designing for as long as I can remember. You know, my mom was a fashion designer.
Yes.
And so I kind of were, I was grown up in that. I grew up in that environment of colors, fabrics, beauty, and beautiful ladies who wanted to be even more beautiful with the dresses that my mom made.
Yeah. You know what I read about your, I'm sorry to interrupt there, Valentina, but when I read your bio, it said that even though that was a natural calling for you and you felt it and it was something innate and natural for you, it was a gift that was given and it was seen and felt throughout your family, they still insisted that you get to school and complete your education, and you did that full blast all the way out.
Absolutely, absolutely. My mom did not teach me what she was doing. She didn't want me to. And so I went on and did what they wanted me to do for college, you know, whatever parents decide for their kids. But then after I got my own money, I said, okay, this is time now to do what I want. So I went back to college and trained myself for designing, and I studied interior designer and fashion. First fashion and then interior designing. So
and you studied it in the home, one of the homes, one of the, I think the three major homes when I talk about design, and that's New York City, France, Paris, and where you are, Italy, Rome, wherever it was. Those are the three major. I don't care what anybody says, at least that's my outtake. But let me ask you this. After getting out and doing what you wanted to do, what changes did you make or see from what your mother was doing to what you started to implement and do in the work that you were doing?
Well, I realized one thing very big, that my mom didn't even put up a sign to say, here it is, a designer, come to visit me. She did not have a sign. She did not have, at the time, website did not existed. She did not have email. She did not have all the stuff that I had. And so the way she marketed herself was very different than the way I had to market myself. And I realized that after a while is not what you know how to do, is who knows you. And so I realized that who knows you needed to be big, large, and powerful. Otherwise, how do I do that? How was I supposed to do such, jobs that is not for everybody? Being a designer is not for everybody. To change somebody's image or space is not for everybody.
Yes, yes. By
And
the way, I get what you're saying, and I know the audience will as well. But I want to stop here. I just noticed we are in the same color range. I love it, and we're talking about
yeah,
this was not by design. This was by accident. But there must be
exactly.
something in the stars and the
Yes,
atmosphere, Valentina, whatever it is.
exactly.
What you just said is so powerful. How did you come to that insight? Did that arrived and you just knew it? What brought you that awareness? That
Well, I was living in just at different times, and technology were starting
yes,
to become a big thing. So I had to learn to be technological. I had to start learning all the new stuff that my mom never did have. But I remember one time, and this is a something I teach everyone who wants to start a business.
yes,
Don't be afraid of throw yourself into people's faces. Meaning, ask people, do you have a designer? Do you have a home that you want to decorate? Do you have a tailor, or do you have someone who cares for your image? And what happened one day, I made my new business cards. This is so fun. I can never forget this
okay,
event.
okay.
Um, I made my new business cards and I had no one to give them to. So I went to a very posh and elegant store,
Uh-huh.
and I went to a counter where were a lot of women. It was purses and accessories. And I threw all my cards on the floor on purpose. I acted like they just fell off my hands.
A little drama there. I like it.
Yes, and women start helping me getting the cards back to me in my hands. And I said, no, 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 don't worry. Take it, keep it. You might need a designer one day, or you might need something from me. You might need a color consultation. Just keep it, just keep it. Thank you, thank you. Some people give it back to me because they didn't really want to keep it. Some did. And two of those women called me. Not soon, but when they called me, they reminded me how they met me and said,
Valent-
I helped you get the cards that fell off your hands in the store, and I kept your cards, and now I want your help.
Valentina, you are very imaginative and highly creative, because that was back in the day a very imaginative, creative way to introduce you to others, because you wanted them to know what you're doing. Today, things have changed tremendously, yet it's
Yeah.
still somewhat of that old school way of doing. And those who know you recommend, so on and so forth. It's a good thing. Now you're back in this time frame and you're doing multitasking in many ways. You're doing not
Yeah.
only styling for individuals, you're doing it for homes. And
Yeah.
I know you have a book coming out, but we're going to talk about that a wee bit later. But tell us about the style that you're doing now for the people that you, before this pandemic came about, because we both know that this is not paramount on minds now, but it will be, because things are going to be opening up soon. How did you transgress from what you were doing after school to get started working in the style and styling women?
Well, my thing has always been a passion that always dictated all my designs and my actions.
Yeah.
So when I had a new client, or every time I had a new client, I kept telling them, don't give me magazines that I can copy from. Oh, I like this style, I like this, I want it like this. Can you make it like this? I said, just tell me, what is your passion? Moves your passion? What moves you? So by knowing the story of each client, I was able to design around that passion. Because being in a home that relates to you, it's much more pleasant than being in a home that looks like a furniture showroom.
I like
And
what
not
you're
only
saying.
that, the same as the clothing. It's the same as the clothing. When
Same
you
thing.
wear something that is conducive to your own personality, then you feel in tune with yourself. You feel aligned with the nature, the universe. You feel aligned and you feel good.
Valentina, you're speaking to the choir and you're mentioning several factors that are so major. You're saying, first off, you ask. You ask questions. You said it in a different way, but that's what you're saying. And that's vital when you're working with someone to help them to show up as their best self. And then you mentioned that word passion. Some of these buzzwords are going around and they're overused, but I get how you mean it and it's so on point. And then you spoke to how you have to tie in that love for what your passion is to you and everything that surrounds you. So
Mhm.
your home, your wardrobe, your whole entire
Mhm.
environment, your
Yeah,
lifestyle. So
yeah,
now we can get to this book now because this book is Design Nature for a Colorful Home. This is
yeah.
your latest book. And you
It's
have
the
written how
latest.
many books you've written?
This is the latest. Let's
Yeah,
see. Okay, okay. Here we
got it.
go.
Yes.
And it's about colors. Okay. The idea of this book was um, it kind of came into the right times, I have to say, because
Yeah.
people have been locked in the house. This came out in November 2020.
Mm.
So people have been locked down and locked in their homes,
Yes.
okay, for distancing from social distancing. And I know some people have come to hate their homes because they see the homes like they're prisons. They see their home like they have not seen it before, as something constrictive, as something that I don't want to be here. I can't see my friends. And so everybody became very unrestful.
If
But
if I may interject for just a second here, Valentina, because what you're saying is very powerful, because this pandemic is bringing to all of us different things, but it's asking us to go inside and probe a little bit deeper for the true essence of everything that
yeah,
involves around us. And when you said that many people are confined to their homes and they're not happy for numerous reasons, but that home should be a haven for you.
absolutely,
What you're
absolutely.
talking about. So when you design that home and when you decorate that home, you should want to be ensconced in that home forever if you need it to be. To an extent, we're talking.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. The
But that's
way I see it is your own cocoon. You have to create your
yes,
own cocoon as you are growing into the warm womb, let's say,
I
of
like that.
the
I
mother.
like it. And you're talking about color and energy because the right
Color and energy. Yes,
decision upon your lifestyle, your all
right.
the other variables, that's important. Yes,
Yes. So basically, what happened with this book, it talks about nature and the relations with the home interiors.
yes,
But in reality, what I did is something also very funny. For years, I used to go to, and I still do, go to buy groceries. And here in United States, the first thing you see in a grocery shop is flower banks, right? You see flowers,
yes,
flowers counters where you can buy flowers and bouquets and plants.
right.
We don't have that in Italy. We have only food. As you enter, you find food right away. You don't find flowers. But here, I find flowers. So I come in and take pictures of the flowers. I get so attracted by the colors and the way they compose the bouquets and things like that
Yes,
that I forget to buy groceries and go home without groceries. But I have tons of picture of flowers. So one day it dawned on me. I said, okay, and we were in lockdown. It
yes.
dawned on me. I said, I have all these pictures of flowers. What am I supposed to do with it? Why don't I come up with palettes, a very different, very, very different palettes that people can use in their homes while they are on lockdown, and if they want to remodel a home or just give it a freshening up, they can do it with these kind of palettes. They come from flowers. But the thing is, even though the palette, sometimes I see a flower, red, yellow, green,
Yes.
I'm not coming out. I didn't come out with these kind of colors. I came out what's underneath those colors, the nuances, the undertones of a yellow, a red, a peach. What every color has its undertone.
Well, Valentina, this is what I found in my stay in my career, my background in fashion. When it comes to color, as much as we all like, I love the color red. I just love it. Yet, if you don't find the right shade, tone, hue, tint of color for you, it's like a waste of your money, your time, and your energy because you'll wear it once or twice and put it aside, and you won't even know why you're doing that because it's not the right undertone, shade, tint, or tone for you. And so, how
Exactly.
do you help people to get to that when you go in to decorate their homes or their wardrobes? How do you converse and let them know when you show them the color palettes that's
Right.
best for them?
It's before I show the color palettes, I have to really look at their skin tone,
Yes, yes,
their skin colors,
right,
hair tone, hair colors, and everything that it's in their eyes as well.
right.
Because the iris is something that is in your face,
Major.
and from those colors, you should have things that are in line with aligned with your colors of the eyes,
Right.
but not the eyes. You know, I have blue eyes, so I don't wear all blue things. But if I look inside of my eyes with a big lens, I can see chartreuse. And in
Yeah.
fact, chartreuse is one of the colors that I use often.
Mhm,
I can see silver in the iris, and
mhm.
that's also something I use often. So if those colors are your own colors, you have to know where they are. And you look at your also your skin. Your skin has okay, if you're not royal blood, you know, you should have blue blood. You should have
I love it.
red blood like
I
everybody else. But my red blood is not like your red blood.
I get it. I understand. You know, back in the day when you spoke about that, people would go, "Hoo," and they get all upset. But you have to understand what you're saying when you're talking about color. And you're talking about color is fascinating because
Absolutely.
the energy that color brings, the beauty that color brings to any and everyone. But until you really get your right color and you have your color palette done so that you know how to build a wardrobe, you're in deep, deep, you know what. And then what you do, which is what I love, and I knew to do that, but so many I know don't, they come and design a home, and that home doesn't embody and embrace the colors that are indigenous and natural to them. So
Exactly.
you help them to do that.
Exactly. Exactly. And it's a practice. I know it has been a practice of many people to say, give me some example of what you like. And some of the clients bring magazines. That's the wrong thing that I can think
Never.
is the wrong thing. Because you might get a house that somebody else did for themselves and it's not for you. It's not for your personality.
Well, the same applies for fashion and style and
Exactly.
clothes. Like,
Exactly. The same thing.
let's just give people like examples and people like stories, Valentina. We know this, right?
Yeah.
You and I are kindred souls. I am traditional and very classic in every way, with a little bit of drama attached here and there.
Yeah.
You are drama, pure drama, but done in such a beautiful way.
Yes.
You can't dress like me. I can't dress like you, yet you develop and find your style. And this is what
Yeah.
we do because a
Exactly.
lot of women don't know. They
Yeah.
don't really have a clue. They wear different things that don't fit them and the
Yeah.
color range and the styles and all of that. But let's get back to this book. Where do we find this book? On Amazon and
This
where
book
else?
is on Amazon and Barnes and Nobles.
Okay, great. And this
So
book is available for everybody right here and now.
yeah,
So we're going to make sure that they go there. And if they go to your website, I have your website here
yeah,
somewhere too. Will
yeah.
they be able to?
They find it on my blog site. I have my design site, which is valentinadesigns.com.
Okay,
And Valentina Expressions is my books and blogs site.
good, good, good,
So
good, good.
this is in paperback or Kindles, both versions.
Ah,
So
and
what
you
I
know,
want to talk about, yeah, go ahead.
I can just hardly wait. I did not get my copy, but because I love color, so I can hardly wait to get it because I bet the photographs and the pictures in there are fantastic. Here's what I want to do. I want to take a quick little break and come back to you. And when I come back, I want you to talk more about home and what's important to you when it comes to color and energy and all of that. So hold tight. I'll be back with you in just a split second. Don't go anywhere.
Okay.
What can I say? This is exciting. And if you don't get excited over color, I don't know what to say. Because color is fascinating, and the energy that it brings, the passion that it brings. And when you know how to develop and design your everything around colors that suit you, it becomes part of your signature. And that's why Valentina is so good at this, because she does it for the person, the individual, and for the home and everything that surrounds. But here's my invitation to you. I'm inviting you to connect with us here at Leading Ladies Leaving Legacies. Join the Facebook group. We are always looking for good people, good company, because we have so much to bring to you. I have such good news to share with you as we get to know and connect more and more and more. So make sure you do that. And pop the word style, STYLE, in the comments, and you'll be delivered my complimentary booklet, How You Can Discover Your Signature Style and Stamp, the preliminary stages to getting to know what your signature style is all about. And you know what? Everyone has their own signature style. Mine is not Valentina's. Valentina's is not mine. You want yours. No matter what category you're in, it has to be indigenous and significant to you and your personality, lifestyle, body shape, and all those other variables. So do join Leading Ladies, Leaving Legacies. Now, Valentina, one of the things that I want to talk about here and now is I want you to share with us more about the book and all the other books that you've written, because they're going to get to Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, and see and discover and find out, because we only have so much time here, more and more about all the fantastic things that you do. And I want you to tell us a little bit in the telling us about the book, about your native country land, Rome, Italy, and where you're from. I mean, I've been there and I love it. So share with us.
So in this book, returning to this book, this is designing nature for a colorful home. It means that, first of all, I said that, you know, I took the idea from the flowers that I was photographing, but then look at the I don't know how to put it straight.
It's straight. I can see it. We see it. Yes.
There is a large capital. It's an architectural feature. And on top, there is a flower pot.
Yes.
Okay, the meaning of this, you know, sometimes covers do have a meaning. The meaning of this is that with this book, I want to put you as the centerpiece of your life.
Ooh, I like it.
Growing. See the flowers growing.
Yes.
The cocoon. The cocoon is the plant, the pot.
Yeah.
Right? That is on top of a huge base. That's your base. That's your home. The base, the foundation of your emotions. Once you become the centerpiece of your life, you have no reason to get up in the morning and battle life like it's a battleground.
Oh my
You
goodness.
have no reason to go get it. I'm a go get it. Yes, I'm a go get it. But you have to be in line with your universe in order to feel the right, you do the right action, you take the right action and take the right path.
Valentina, I love the way you have aligned your book, the cover, and how you've aligned it with the realities of life and who we are as individuals and how we incorporate that principle, that stance into our lives. That's really quite comforting. Yes.
You know, and that comes from the energy that we put into our life with the colors.
Yes.
And I'm talking about not every colors, but the native colors. The native colors are the colors of the planets that circulated around us the very same moment we came out of in the light.
Boom. This I know.
Light.
Tell us a little bit about those, but those natural power colors. Tell us, as you see, how would you describe some of the power colors and why they are? And naturally, you have to get the right shade, tone, tint, and all of that for you.
Exactly.
Because people like to hear about color. So share with us a little bit about color.
Well, that's the thing. Knowing what you've been, what you were born under, what
Yeah.
are the planets you were born under.
Ah,
Knowing, the zodiac. It's okay. It's not the same for everybody. The zodiac. If you read the zodiac, it will tell the same thing for everybody. But if you do a little bit study about your own zodiac, you will know the planets that influence you in that
yeah.
way, right? In
Yeah.
every planet, the scientists have done this, not me. The
I
scientists
know. I
have
know.
given the colors to every planet. So
Yeah.
every planet is once we are born under certain, what they are. We're born under certain planets. It's easier then to find what your colors are. For
Yeah.
instance, I'm a Libra and I'm influenced by Venus. So Venus is the natural color of beauty. So there is nothing for me that is not beautiful because I see beauty in everything. But Venus has a certain colors, which is blue, the light blue, silver. So knowing that and knowing what my Libra sign colors are, it was easy for me to give attention to the bedroom, for instance, because when we get up in the morning, what is the first thing we see? We see the walls of the bedroom. We don't see the walls of the kitchen, of the bathroom. We
Mhm.
see the walls of the bedroom and all the surrounding colors.
Right.
So knowing what your native colors are, native meaning by the planets that you were born under, you're already getting up in the morning with that natural energy that you need to tackle the day. So
I
let's
think
suppose I painted my house red, my bedroom red, right? It is pretty and I love it. I would love to have a red bedroom, but it's not for me.
no. No.
It doesn't do anything for me because when I would get up in the morning, I will be already agitated.
Right. Right. Let me just say that what you're saying is really very powerful and very potent for numerous reasons. I happen to love astrology. I think once you get your chart done, and you're so right, the commercial astrology, forget about it, zodiac sign, whatever. But once you get your three major planets and then you can build your wardrobe, I'm Sagittarius, so I'm fire. Complete fire. That's ruled by Jupiter, and you know the colors there. So
Yes,
that's why the colors of royalty and all of that, boom, boom,
yes,
boom.
yes.
But knowing that is the beginning seed of where you have to go, knowing your colors and how you design your colors around your home, your wardrobe, and everything. And I love, I didn't know that you were a Libra. My husband is a Libra. and
Is
and
it bad for you?
no one loves beauty more than Libras, but they see beauty everywhere. That's the qualifying difference.
Yes.
People, and then our Americanized look upon beauty is so overdone
Yes.
because beauty is everywhere. And I know that you see it because we've had conversations and I know you. So when you talk about colors and the zodiac and finding out your right colors and building your home around it, people love and need to do, and we'll start to do that more, I think, as we move forward
I
out of this.
hope so. I hope so because I'm really tired of people who tell me, "Oh, I like neutral colors. I like beiges because they make me feel calm." No, they make you feel dead.
I know what you're saying because when it comes to especially selling homes, they tell you make those walls neutral, white, beige, or whatever. But that doesn't apply to oneself and how you decorate. So that's a whole different ball game.
No.
When it comes to relating to the energy of color, and even when you don't know the zodiac or the astrological, you know the person, you see the person, then you're able to help them design the best color palette for
Yes.
them, right?
Yes.
Do you do that just as a one-on-one, just for a color consultation, or do you embody everything that has to do with that?
I basically the first thing I ask it is, what is your sign? What is your zodiac sign? I do
I,
because that's very important to me. Knowing
yeah,
what you're under, what kind of influence you're under, that and this determines everything else that I want to do with that person.
I think it's great. And I think you and I and so many others out there, we're bold and courageous because a lot of people poo poo astrology and the zodiac and whatever. And I say, bless them, it's okay. I don't have to be right. I just
Right.
know it works for me. That's all that's important. Listen,
Absolutely.
the
Yes.
time flies here. When
Oh,
it comes to style, signature style, what category do you put yourself in? Are you casual? Are you chic? Are you classic? Are you dramatic? Are you romantic? Are you a little bit of everything? How would you classify your style?
I classify myself as everyday smart casual.
Woohoo! I love it.
Every
Yes.
day. But then there is that particular day, and it's not because I go to the opera or because I have some elegant event. There is one particular moment of my day or week where I want to just be extravagant. I
Yeah,
don't care where I go.
I get it.
Just a few days ago, I bought myself a leopard, what do you call that? Top hat.
Woohoo!
I wear it with jeans. I'm planning on wearing with jeans. I'm planning on wearing with not with a tuxedo, but with a nice coat, with a sweater, with
Yes.
nice glasses. Is that particular element that I want to introduce in a casual smart that say you have personality.
Valentina, this is such a wonderful way to end because I say all the time, I love casual, but casual has gone over to the dark side. You can still be casual and kick it up a notch and elevate it where
Yeah.
it's not floppy, messy, and everybody else is looking the same. So I appreciate your ending here and how you describe your casual and how you take it. The time goes.
And another note is that I don't wear recognizable signature from other designer
Brand name.
because I'm not a billboard. I
Yes, yes.
don't want to go around with names on my body.
I'm
So
only I'm only chuckling because so many people they think if you have a brand name and it shows that shows something. It does, but not what you want it to.
exactly, it doesn't mean anything because it doesn't make you an elegant soul.
No,
It
no.
doesn't make you different because I know those designers have to make money and they produce mass for the mass,
Oh,
right?
Valentina, listen, you and I, we go on and on. You must come back. And what we are going to do, I'm going to ask you to do, I want to do, because I want to do a show and put it into the Leading Ladies group. And to the Style with Joy, a private. And I want to do an hour show where we talk about style and color and fashion. And we just give out good, juicy tips like you're sharing now about people who really, women, because we need more women who really love to dress and be ladies. It's just time to get back to that. So I appreciate your coming and sharing with us. I don't know where the time goes. It flies and I'm over. But thank you, thank you,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Oh, you're more than welcome. Stay in the green room and I'll be with you in just a second. All righty.
It
Hold
was
tight.
just a great pleasure to be here.
All mine. All mine. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I tell you, one of the things, my cursor is I think I need a new battery in it. That's what it is. The time goes here and I'm always running over lately because I get these fabulous women on and I can't stop listening and sharing with them because that's what it's all about. I want you to join the Leading Legacies group. And I also want you to connect with Valentina. Her website, her email, and her name goes up and it'll be going over everywhere, everything. And get to Barnes and Nobles and Amazon and get her book, Design Nature for a Colorful Home. And she has so many other books there too. I think she said 5 or 6. But anyway, make sure you make the connection because whether it's your time to connect with her now or later, it is time for all of us to connect. You're not going to be able to follow and be in touch 24/7, but you can be on the roster so that when the call for help is needed or support, you can be there. Help, vice versa, however it plays out. It's always good when you're here. I enjoy your company, and I look forward to being with you every Tuesday and Wednesday night. I have so much good to share with you coming up here very, very soon. In the meantime, I'm doing this mastermind on the 28th. Let's get you dressed. I'm doing a repeat because there's no excuses. But I want you to come and get on that VIP list because I have lots of goodies that will be available for those who are on the VIP list. And then when the actual mastermind comes about, there's lots of things that I'll be sharing with you there. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the week, the rest of it, and wear the mask. Be well, stay safe. And as always, I'm sending you all the best. Cheers. So long for now. See you soon, right next week, same time.